Since about 2021, I've been feeling like I'm supposed to create content. Now, I did do some stuff, like I would start some stuff and then I would stop, and I repeated that cycle a few times. I guess I just didn't really know what my lane would be or what my niche would be because I like so many different things. Like, I like clothes and shoes and style. I'm gluten free, so I used to make videos about that. I like decor, like decorating. I also made a couple of makeup videos because I just felt like there weren't many videos out there that did minimal makeup, like quick routines. And I'm personally not a fan of painting your face and looking like a completely different person. Like, I just feel like that's a scam. And so I made a couple of those videos, but I was never like consistent. So I just didn't know what to do. And on top of all of that, I know what the call is in my life, and I just didn't know how that would all work together. And if you don't know the call in my life, I also made a testimony about that, so you can go ahead and check that out. Another thing was that I didn't necessarily want to be a content creator or an influencer. Not to say that there's anything wrong with any one of those things, because it's not, but it's just that it seems like a lot of people want to do that now, and I never wanted to be like everybody else. So I didn't want to do it, even though I felt like that's what God was leading me to do. With social media being so content led, the internet can be very, very loud sometimes. And I didn't want to be just another voice adding to the chaos. I didn't want to be another voice adding to the confusion and just making the internet louder than it needs to be. And I never wanted to be an influencer because I don't have the desire to really influence anybody to do anything. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that you should have your own mind and, make your own decisions. The only thing that I would really want to influence anybody to do is accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and surrender your life to Him. I think the biggest thing, though, in not being consistent in doing this is the what would people think factor. I've always been known to be shy and quiet, so doing something like this doesn't really track. Like, making content wouldn't fit that mold. And then another thing would be like looks and appearance. A lot of times when I sit down and film, I don't necessarily like the way that I look on camera. Like, even today, I was just like, I'm not really feeling this, but we have to do this anyway. I've had to like get used to my facial expressions and my voice. I'm just looking at it like, this is what y'all really see. That's crazy. And it's like, I'm not looking like for a pity party or compliments or anything like that. It's just that I feel like I have the responsibility to show up and look pretty. And if I think that I don't look pretty on camera, then other people are probably also gonna think that too. So then what? Which I understand. It's like, that's not other people's problem. That's my problem. That's my pride. That's my vanity that I've had to work on and surrender to God. But I'm also pretty sure that other people feel the same way, and it's hard to break strongholds if you don't talk about them. Like, there's never any reason for the enemy to have his foot on our necks when Jesus has given us the power and the authority, and He's also set us free. So we have to be able to start talking about our problems so we can be free. Because who the Son sets free, he is free indeed. So I'm in a new season of life now, and I still feel this prompting to make content. And so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I was actually looking through some of my old notes a couple of weeks ago, like all the way back from 2020. And I wanted to do a lifestyle thing all the way back then, which would pretty much sum up all of the things that I previously talked about. And I'm also really big about including Christ in your everyday life. Like, Christ is not a once a week thing. It's not just when you go to church. It's an all day, everyday thing, and including Him in your everyday life. And so that is lifestyle. And I told God that I would be serious about this time, so I got to do it now.